Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're talking about something super important, the little words and phrases that can make your English sound either unnatural or truly fluent.
Have you ever said something in English and then realized, that doesn't sound quite right? Don't worry, you're not alone.
Exactly. Many learners use words directly from their own language, and while people may understand you, it doesn't always sound natural. The good news is, with a few easy changes, you can sound more like a native speaker.
For example, a lot of learners say, I very like it, but that's not correct. The natural way is, I really like it. See the difference? It feels smoother.
Yes, these small corrections make a big difference. They help you sound more confident, more polite, and more natural. And the best part? They are easy to learn and use every single day.
And some of these words are probably ones you're using right now, but maybe in the wrong way. That's why today we'll show you simple swaps. Stop saying this and start saying that instead.
So listen closely, repeat after us, and even practice out loud. Don't be afraid to shadow our voices. This is how your English grows, strong, step by step.
Let's begin with one of the most common mistakes learners make in daily conversations.
Have you ever noticed that when native speakers talk, their words sometimes sound connected, almost like one long sound? For example, instead of saying, "What do you want to do?" very slowly, they might say, "What do you want to do?" It feels fast, right? But it's not just speed, it's the way the words join together.
Exactly, and that's why many learners feel confused. You may know every single word in the sentence, but when a native speaker says it quickly, it feels like a new, strange sound. Don't worry, this is normal. It happens to everyone.
Yes, and here's a little tip. Try to practice listening for these connected sounds. For example, going to often becomes gonna. I'm going to eat sounds like I'm gonna eat.
And did you often becomes did ya. So instead of did you see that movie, a native speaker might say, did you see that movie?
So the trick is to train your ears. Don't only listen for perfect slow English. Listen to real English, the messy, fast, connected kind. Your brain will slowly get used to it, and you'll start to catch those patterns.
Yes, and shadowing helps a lot. That means listening and repeating immediately after what you hear. Even if you don't say it perfectly, your mouth and your ears will begin to connect.
It may feel difficult at first, but remember, every time you try, you're getting better.
Step by step, your listening becomes sharper, and suddenly those strange sounds start to make sense.
Let's talk about practice, because understanding native speakers is not only about listening, it's also about training your mouth to move like theirs.
Yes, one of the best techniques is shadowing. That means you listen to a short phrase and repeat it right away, almost like you're an echo.
For example, if I say, "How's it going?" you immediately say, "How's it going?" Not too much thinking, just copy the rhythm and sound.
Exactly. And don't worry if your accent is different. The goal is not to sound perfect. The goal is to make your mouth comfortable with the sounds of English.
Another good exercise is to take a short video, maybe from a movie or a YouTube clip, and repeat the sentences line by line. Notice how the voice goes up and down, how the words connect.
Yes, intonation is very important. For example, in English, we often raise our voice at the end of a question, "Are you ready?" But for a statement, it goes down, "I am ready."
And here's a fun tip. Record yourself. When you play it back, you can hear the difference between your version and the native speaker's version. It feels strange at first, but it helps a lot.
So remember, practice doesn't have to be boring. Turn it into a game. Echo the voices you hear, play with the sounds, and enjoy the process.
Many learners tell me, I can read English, I can write English, but when I listen to native speakers, it feels impossible. And that's normal.
Yes, one big mistake is expecting every word to be clear. But native speakers don't talk like a textbook. They connect words, they drop sounds, and sometimes they even mumble.
For example, in a book, you see, what are you doing? But in real life, people say, what you doing? It's the same question, just faster and smoother.
Another mistake is trying to translate everything into your first language. That makes your brain very slow. Instead, try to get the meaning from the context, from the situation.
Yes, imagine you're in a cafe and the waiter says quickly, for here are to go. Maybe you didn't catch every word, but you know he's asking if you want to eat in or take away. Context helps.
And sometimes learners panic when they don't understand one word. But you don't need 100%. If you understand the key words, you can follow the conversation.
So remember, don't fight with every single sound. Focus on the big picture. Use the context and let your ear get used to the rhythm.
Yes, because listening is like music. And the more you listen, the more your brain relaxes. And suddenly, you start to understand.
If you want to understand native speakers better, you don't always need a classroom. You can use small hacks every day that really work.
One great hack is shadowing. You listen to a short sentence, then repeat it immediately, like an echo. For example, if you hear, how's it going? You repeat quickly, how's it going? This trains your ear and your mouth together.
Another powerful trick is listening to the same short clip many times. At first, you may only catch one or two words, but on the second time, you hear more. By the third or fourth time, your brain starts to relax and connect the sounds.
Yes, and don't forget subtitles. Watch a short scene in English with subtitles, then again without subtitles.
All right, everyone, now it's time for some practice. We're going to listen to a short, natural conversation.
Yes, and in this dialogue, we'll use the same words and phrases we've been learning together, like shadowing, subtitles, what's up, and recording yourself.
As you listen, try to repeat after us. Shadow our voices, copy the rhythm, and feel how the expressions sound in real conversation.
Don't worry about being perfect. Just enjoy the practice, and little by little, you'll sound more natural in English.
Okay, let's jump into the dialogue. Hey, Mateo, how's it going?
Pretty good, thanks. I was just shadowing a podcast, repeating sentences like an echo.
Oh, shadowing is so powerful. I do it too. Yesterday, I practiced, what's up? Again and again until it sounded natural.
Nice. And I listened to the same short clip 3 times. At first, I only caught a few words, but by the third time, I understood almost everything.
That's a smart trick. I also use subtitles when I watch shows. First with subtitles, then without. It really helps me connect written English to spoken English.
Yes. And music, don't forget music. Singing along makes pronunciation smoother. I sang Don't Stop Believing yesterday, but maybe my neighbors wanted me to stop.
That's funny. But really, music helps a lot. And recording yourself is another great hack. Sometimes I record my voice, then compare it with a native speaker.
Exactly. It feels strange at first, but it's the fastest way to notice mistakes.
So, If learners use shadowing, repetition, subtitles, music, and recording, little by little, they'll understand native speakers better.
Yes, and one day they'll realize, wow, I can actually understand everything.
All right, friends, before we say goodbye, let's quickly go over the key words and phrases we practiced today. These are expressions you'll hear often, and using them will make your English sound more natural.
One of the first phrases we used was, "What's up?" It's a super common casual way to say, "How are you?" or "What's going on?" You can use it with friends anytime.
Yes, and then we talked about shadowing. Remember, shadowing means listening to a sentence and repeating it right away, copying the rhythm and tone. It's one of the best hacks for fluency.
We also said subtitles, clear tone. When you watch movies or shows, use subtitles in English. It helps you connect sounds with words and it trains your listening.
Another helpful phrase was record yourself. This is so simple but powerful. When you record your voice and listen back, you'll notice small mistakes and you'll improve faster.
And let's not forget about slow down. When you're nervous, you might speak too fast, but slowing down makes your English easier to understand and you'll feel more confident.
Exactly. These small hacks, shadowing, using subtitles, recording yourself, and slowing down, are daily habits you can use forever.
And the more you use them, the closer you get to understanding native speakers and speaking fluently yourself.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us and practicing with us. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like this podcast, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends.
Yes, keep practicing, stay positive, and remember, every word you say takes you closer to fluency.
Take care, keep speaking, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.